guys, I thought I would do this video and help those who have much interest in wanting to start their own herbal practice of sorts, incorporating herbal remedies into their daily lives and growing their knowledge and abilities to do different things with natural medicines from there. So I thought I have a lot of you send me messages requiring or inquiring about wanting to know what are good books to start out with, what are different ways you can go about herbs, not necessarily knowing where to begin, and as far as beginner herbs. Beginner herbs, depending on how you want to do things, my biggest suggestion on where to start if you want to incorporate herbs into your life is by doing some home remedies, whether it be teas, if you have a sore throat, antiseptics. Instead of reaching for the Neosporin and hydrogen peroxide, you reach for your tincture concoction that you made with St. John's wort and witch hazel, or any other herb that contains any sort of antiseptic properties. There we go. Once you gather knowledge and you get comfortable in working with herbs, because working with them can be kind of scary, because it's kind of like cooking for the first time. You have this recipe and you have no idea how it's going to turn out or if it's right or wrong, because you don't have a picture, you don't have anything to go by. You may not understand the word and terms that are in the recipe of its foreign type thing, and then how to put it together. Like I said, you can't. It takes you a lot more to put into it to figure out exactly what you're doing. So start with the basic stuff. It can be very overwhelming, but any good book out there will show you some stuff that is easy for you to start with, whether it be, like I said, teas, ointments, poultices. Make your own little first aid kit, and you can do loose blends, incenses, if you want to go on a magical way about things. You can even incorporate herbs into your kitchen. You can do it magically, and then you can do it also nutritionally. And there's different ways of different authors that go really, really well over the subjects. And a couple books that I'd like to share with you that I highly, highly recommend and have used for years and on a very frequent basis, because there's just so much knowledge to retain. I'm a bookworm and can go for it a lot faster than I can just squish it all up in here. Got enough going on. To start out magically, if you're interested in starting with herbs that you want to maybe grow, that you want to be able to incorporate into a ritual, something that you want to incorporate in a recipe for an aphrodisiac spell, anything like that, I highly suggest Scott Cunningham, of course. All of his books in a wide variety range are excellent, and he is one of my favorite authors. Many blessings to him. But his magical encyclopedia of herbs has some good pictures, good tales, all the planetary and masculine, feminine properties. Everything magical about the herb is right in here. Another one that is excellent by him, that is one of my favorites as well, is his Incense Oils and Brews. This one's great for herbal sachets that you use in your bath, loose non-combustible incenses, how to make stick incenses, your own oils, your own tea brews, instructions on soaps, and different ideas that you can do, all aromatherapy, similar like, and magical, and also a little bit of mundane. But he is excellent at incorporating only a few herbs and doing a wide variety of things. You'll find that there are so many different ones out there that you just don't necessarily know where to begin. We'll start somewhere. Just pick a couple that entice you and that appeal to you, and do your research and learn everything there is to know about those 5 or 6 herbs, even 10 herbs. One last one for magical purposes, I would have to say that a Wiccan formulary in herbal is excellent. It has a few medicinal things as well as magical things you can do. Teas, which are excellent here. A few capsules. All the planetary deity related information on herbs is here. So that's that. As I said, if you want to incorporate herbs into your daily life and you're interested in natural medicine and bringing that more into you, then depending on anything else, Jude's Herbal Home Remedies is one of my favorite books in the whole wide world. This is the very, very first herbal book that I got and started out with when I was 15. Anytime I would have something wrong with me, I had a runny nose, I had a cough, I didn't feel good, somebody had a headache, stuff for fleas for cats, stuff for fleas for chickens, anything like that. There's a wide variety of things that you can do. How to plant a garden, what to grow, which parts of the herbs that you use. This is a very medicinal standpoint, natural, herbalist standpoint of how to go about things. Divides them into diuretics, nervines, stimulants, expectorants. You'll learn what each of those different terms means the more you get into your practice. But that's something that is very important you need to do anyway. You want to understand everything it is that you're putting into your body and why you're putting it to your body. The great thing about herbs is that a solitary herb can contain 5 or 6 different functions or nutritional values or medicinal properties of things that it targets. As compared to a pharmaceutical drug, it usually only treats one, depending on what it is. Infertility, fertility, birth control. But instead of going to the root of the problem with natural medicine is more of a preventative type medicine. It's not something that you would use in a crisis or an emergency. It is something that you apply into your everyday life, but it naturally brings your body back to a balance to enable it to take care of itself. Our bodies are made to where they are able to take care of themselves as long as we don't put them in danger and harm, and we can care about what we put into them. Has a lot to do with how our body reacts and handles everything that comes into it, emotionally, medicinally, toxins, anything. So that's something on a grand scale that you want to think about when getting into herbal practice and wanting to be healthier, live a happier life. You have to start from the inside and work your way out. And there's many different levels of doing it. But feeling good is a great beginning and also allows you to live longer, enjoy life, and feel good about doing other things. If you don't feel good, you don't feel like doing anything. So that's that. Moving on with a couple things, if you really want to get hands-on, besides go a little bit further than incorporating certain little teas and tinctures and this and that to help throughout, different ailments and symptoms. I got a hair in my eye and it is making me crazy. Oh. Anyways, The New Age Herbalist, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. And by the way, I will put up on the Green Eyed Owl and also a link on this video to all these books that I named, so you're not searching through the video 100 million times and listening to me ramble just to find out what the name and the author is of the book. But this book, The New Age Herbalist, is beautiful. It has the most beautiful pictures of herbs that you do use. Some most look like dried, what they look like fresh. This is a great guide to learn how to plant a garden, and something that is in here that I am going to do a video on because I have successfully gotten a good garden out of doing so is a soil sample. And we'll go do that, but it basically tests the soil outside of your house and lets you know what kind of soil you're working with, what plants do well in simply the soil you're growing, and then what you need to add or not add to make it a better garden for you and be able to take care of the plants and give them what they need of the ones that you're wanting to plant and take care of and grow and harvest and use. So there's all kinds of, even how to dye fabric with herbs is in here, which is excellent. What you're looking for out in nature, scientific name. This is a great reference book. If you like birds, you buy a bird book. If you like herbs, you buy this herb book. I tell you what, I should get promotions for selling these people these books, but they're so great. I don't know how you can't not pass on this information, because it is just amazing, and there are so many books out there, and just finding the right ones that click with you and help you understand is really hard to come by after, it takes years and years of research. Last but not least, as far as hands-on herbal books, I say herbs a lot. It's so broad. Anyways, the Medicine Maker Handbook, Herbal Medicine Maker Handbook by James Green. This book is amazing, and he is also a professor who teaches herbs in a school in California. There is a list of, any herbalist is recommended when they start out to learn a range of herbs. This book particularly recommends about 30. I personally suggest in your very, very beginning stages, working with about 10, maybe 20. But grow these herbs, buy these herbs at different places, use them in different ways, make different things out of them. Sometimes it's not going to come out the greatest, but you never know how to better your system without practicing, without using it. And you never know necessarily what works. What works for Jane Doe might not work for Adam and Eve. It just, you never really know. And then you end up finding the basis of the herbs and the range of the herbs that you like to use, and you can incorporate them and use them in your life, in your family's life, help others, pass on others, give other people a place to start, and go from there. So this one goes over all the different things that you can do, ratios. This book helped me begin my medicine making process, how to do tinctures, the right menstruums to use, alcohol, different solvents, percolation, infusions, tea in general, growing herbs, drying them out, and then how to connect even with your garden from the very, very beginning without simply blending and grinding a bunch of herbs together to make a tea to be able to drink. You start the process of being able to go out and harvest that herb, grow it, water it every day, give love, and that plant will grow. And everything needs love. Give your plants love, they will grow for you, and they will provide the best magic that they could do for you. And then you can also bring it into the kitchen. You grow an herb, basil, and you want to use it in your kitchen, and you're cooking with it, and all that herb that you took time to grow and love, you're putting into a meal that you're taking time and make with love, and then your family gets to eat it, and you get to share it upon others and even yourself, and thank the gods for everything that you have been blessed upon, and just being able to appreciate the simple things in life. We're all losing that these days. People who go out, fast food and eat and medicines and pop a pill, I don't feel good, pop a pill, and they're just on this go, go, go. I don't know what they're in such a hurry for. Where are you going? Why are you in a hurry? Is there something at the end that I don't know about? Because please share. I'd like to hurry too if it's that awesome. But until then, I'm going to sit back and enjoy and embrace everything that life throws your way, good and bad. What else do you have? You only have one life to live, this life, until the next life, so you might as well enjoy it. There's no sense in rushing it and hurrying the next one by, because it may not be as great. It may be a repeat of what you just went through because you didn't take time to appreciate everything that you experienced and had and received and lost all at once. So that is, well, let me recommend a couple more books. Just for reading sense. These are great in knowledge, different properties of each herb. Every author is different and has a different selection, so it doesn't make any of them wrong or right. It just depends on the preference of that herbalist. So Michael Tierra is great, planetary herbology, and that goes over Ayurvedic medicine and traditional Chinese medicine quite a bit, as well as The Way of Herbs, another very good one. These books are very similar in a lot of ways, but very different in a lot of ways. This one has a few more formulas that are from Ayurvedic medicine and traditional Chinese medicine than this one does. So that's that. And that's even Ayurvedic, Western medicines, traditional Chinese medicines is a whole nother aspect in herbalism as it is, and we'll go over there at some point or another. Right now we're just getting that for you to get the basics. Where do you start? Read. Feel like a teacher. Master Book of Herbalism. This book is highly recommended. Is great for a reference book and folklore of sense, mythology, ways of using these. This one is great for reference, not if you necessarily want ideas of what to do. But I don't deny that this is a very good book. Let's see, and last but not least, the One Earth Herbal Source Book. This is one of the textbooks from the Global Natural Medicine College. Very, very good book, and recommended by Michael Tierra, which is good. But this one goes over various types of medicine practices and facts about the benefits of using herbs versus chemical drugs, and different formulas, how to treat immune systems, certain herbs that you want to use to directly target what you're trying to alleviate the symptoms of. So that's that. We'll go through some soil samples, and we will go through picking on some herbs. Go through the internet. If you don't want to go out and buy a book, which if you do buy a good book, you'll use it for years. Think of it as an investment for you and your future and your family's future to be able to take care of yourself. Because you will use that book, and it's worth the purchase. Figure out what herbs that you want to grow. Planting season's coming up, no matter if you're on the East Coast or West Coast. So we're going to begin germinating our seeds, going over the soil that we need to use, different types of fertilizer, what we're going to plant, and get all that going. So the way to start is figuring out a few herbs that you want to grow, even if it's only 2 or 1. Doesn't matter. A little window, you don't have a garden, can't plant it anywhere, you can still buy a pot, and you could put dirt in it, and you could put it on your windowsill, and it'll grow. You're not going to get a huge yield of herbs, but you don't need that anyway because it'll just go to waste because you will have no idea what to do with it. So start small and start with things that you know that you will use and work with. And don't force it upon you either and take on more than you can chew. Just do what's going to make you happy, and that way you enjoy it, you don't overindulge, and you really learn something. So blessed be you guys, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for all the new members and people visiting the Green-Eyed Owl. I really hope that you're happy. There's even people who are displaying videos and testimonials about how happy they are with things, so I'm very proud, and I'm very excited that you guys are enjoying it because I enjoy providing these things for you from the bottom of my heart. It's a dream come true. So love you guys. See you soon, and I will talk to you later. Bye.